This is my tea station, and I've been recording for you my balcony garden here in Italy and the process day by day of how my garden has unfolded this spring. We're not officially in summer, we will be in 2 weeks, but finally the sun has decided to appear. It's been a very wet spring, but I wanted to start off with these gorgeous strawberries. Friends of mine who also have vegetable gardens tell me that the pink ones are not so usual. So you can see I've got them in two pots. One, this lovely pot that was given to me as a gift. So I took them out of their small little plugs that they came from the nursery, and this one has ripened in the last 2 days, so you can see it's nearly ready to eat, and there's tons of strawberries. So they start out like that after a few days, and all these flowers that are now fading will turn into strawberries. So if you count the flowers, you can basically count the strawberries. All of these are making strawberries, so there will be a lot, and they drape down quite nicely. So if you want to put them in a bucket and then cut holes in the bucket to poke through when they are still very small plants, they can actually cascade. You can also buy plants that have holes to allow you to grow cascading things, but if you don't want to spend the money on that, you can make your own with a bucket. I have. Or you can use Hessian, double or triple layers of hessian, and cut holes and poke through the first branches before they start flowering and fruiting. So that's the strawberries, and I'm going to be posting daily for the next 2 weeks to see how the progress goes. But they have the benefit of giving you these gorgeous flowers that look so pretty. The morning sun hits my little tea area here, tea and coffee area, and it's a lovely little area where I decided to grow the strawberries. Coming out here, we have the gorgeous lobelia, and she's sharing a pot with these lovely lime green petunias, which I rather love, the combination with the blue. And just today, just to give you a view of some of the flowering things, this is the ranunculus that I didn't think would bloom because it was getting a bit late. Well, it's put out 3 wonderful flowers. So just the progress on that. More petunias, the mottled ones, and then the white ones over here. I found that this particular blue lobelia, the bees love more than any other. So I have the white lobelia, the darker one, but they seem to love this blue. Somehow they go crazy for the blue, as you can see with the bee. I have already put up a bee video of the lobelia. This one I combined with the white, and the white, it's all white because I have my antique rose in this pot that's doing beautifully. She's full of blooms. But let's get back to the vegetables, because we're talking about vegetable gardening today. Excuse the construction noise in the background. I can't do anything about it. It's a working day. As you can see, this is a pepper, and that's becoming quite huge. Every one of these little flowers will make a new pepper. You can see them there. So that's how they start. This one is a bit later than the other one, but I can now see that there's a little pepper, and if you look very closely there, you can see peppers forming. Rather excited. I don't have them in big pots because it's the first year I've grown peppers on my balcony, but if this one's anything to go by, I'm going to have a pepper to eat very soon. You do need to stake them because obviously as the peppers grow they get heavy. At the moment I've just staked them with this small thing, but I will get a more robust stake. Just continuing the gardening theme, this is thyme. I love thyme. I have it growing everywhere. It's one of my favorite herbs. It's great with chicken. I'm growing another dark purple lobelia here because I need another. So I have to really scringe in here to show you. But I will then go to the other side because that's all my gardening side on there. But it just proves that regardless of the space you have on your balcony, my balcony is about I think 10 meters long and about 3 meters wide. I think that's correct. But these are all the plants that I'm growing. So this rose is this is a new rose. I'm now limited to 2 or 3 roses. I just planted it as a little plug from the nursery. And as you can see, she's going to bloom, which I'm super, super happy about. This is Roberta Capucci, an Italian rose, and she's highly scented. I personally don't believe in roses that are not scented. To me, it's a waste of time if they're not scented. This is my antique rose, Madame Legras, which is also highly scented. Generally, the antiques were not grown without a scent because, as they believed in those days. This is me just climbing over the pots. It's quite normal, don't worry. Anyway, there's a lobelia that had a bit too much sun, so that'll come back. The jasmine has been blooming, but it's just gone off, but it will be there for next year. I've got lots of jasmine. This is a bay tree, which just shows it's in this pot, this big pot. It just shows, and I've also done companion planting around the base. This just shows that you can grow a small tree on your balcony. A bay tree is a good start because it's evergreen, and it also gives you these lovely leaves to use for cooking and also for decorating. They're great fly repellents, bay, or loro, as the Italians call it, and can be used many things. You can sometimes just pick a branch, put it in your kitchen in the summer, and it repels flies. They don't like it because it has its strong flavor, but I use bay for lots of things. If I have a toothache or perhaps a mouth ulcer, whatever, I just boil up some 3 or 4 bay leaves in boiling water for a few minutes. It's also very good for digestion. Italians use it for that. It's a kind of tea, but it's super simple. You just throw a few leaves in boiling water, let it steep a while. I use it as a mouthwash also if I need to, if I'm having, a toothache or whatever. Or you can chew it, but it's quite strong if you chew it. So we're going to go over there because that is my proper kitchen garden. It's on the kitchen side. So I have 2 entrances. This one from the kitchen, which has these blinds, which are always open because I need maximum sun for my roses. So that's the rose I just showed you. So let me climb back over here without breaking anything. The bees are going crazy on the lobelia, as you can see. And I'm just overjoyed with my gorgeous ranunculus. The thing is with this blue, the combination of I should bring it closer to the blue lobelia because the purple and orange, or the purple and blue, orange and purple and blue are complementary colors. So we're back inside, and now we're going to slowly, I try and move slowly so you don't get dizzy. We're going to move over here to the kitchen garden and show you what's happening here. And I'll do updates daily, or maybe every second day. This is basil, which is doing very well. It's very abundant. And the nice thing about basil is the more you pick it, the better it gets. So today I'm having a caprese salad. But if you're making any pasta dish or whatever, or you'd like to make your own pesto genovese, fresh basil is a lovely thing to have in the garden and super easy to grow. Among my herbs, this is lavender. It just kind of planted itself. This is a new plant of parsley because my parsley, my big flat-leaf parsley, has gone to seed over here. But it'll make lots of babies. But if you just cut it down, it'll continue to make lovely parsley leaves. So yes, I'm growing a few more flat-leaf parsley seedlings so they can take over from that one. Talking about that one, it's in amongst mint. This is peppermint, and I find it absolutely gorgeous for a million things. You can't kill it. Once it's taken over, you need to leave it in a pot. Because if you had a garden and you plant it out, it'll just take over. But it's taken over in this pot, in the 8 months that I've had it there, and I'm really loving it because it's lovely in summer. Just you can put it maybe in bunches among your flowers and it adds that, or you can add it to cocktails. So that's lovely. Going back here, this is sorrel. I call these sours. As a child, we used to eat it. It's like a clover, but they're lovely and sour and very edible. And you put them in salads. Love that. I've got lots of versions of that. I've got the flowering pink one, this one, and then I've got the darker, more brownish color one, which has little yellow flowers. Here I have 2 tomatoes. These are the Sardinian flat wrinkled tomatoes, which have beautiful flavor. I forget their exact name. I'll tell you tomorrow. But I chose them especially because they don't go too leggy and they produce gorgeous, gorgeous tomatoes. The secret is every time there's a new growth, you see I've pinched out all as they've been growing, all these extra little bits that come off, pinch them out because they make extra work for the plant. What you want is the leaves, a few leaves on top, obviously, to do photosynthesis, but mostly you don't want your plant to be making a whole lot. So here you can see on this one how I've pinched out most of the leaves. I could probably pinch this one out today. When they get bigger, they're harder to pinch, so it's better to pinch them when they're small. And you can see there's flowers there, so this, and there's flowers up here. So this is ready to make tomatoes, and these 3-4 tomato plants I have, which are doing well, are more than enough for one person. Sometimes you'll pinch out a shoot and it seems too terrible to throw it away. You can pop it in another pot and it'll grow. So then you can have 5 or 6 tomatoes. Growing next to it is this, what we call fat plant or succulent. It's just gone crazy. It has these beautiful cerise flowers, so that's its sister. You can grow it underneath things or just on a balcony. We're not allowed to let stuff go over the railing, so if I was allowed to use the railing, my garden would be 3 times the size, but they prefer to have the railings clean here. So that's another gorgeous thyme, and this is variegated thyme, which I adore. And as you can see, I've stuck in a few leaves of tomatoes that I've pinched out, so they'll make more tomatoes. So I might land up with 6 tomato plants, which is more than enough for me and my balcony. There's the bay tree, you see, and over the other side is the flower garden. So there we are. All of this you can do. There's no magic skills, no expense was gone to. Here's another pepper plant, which is starting to make baby peppers. We're in Italy, so you can hear the bells. I've stuck a tomato plant in there that I pinched out. So very soon, these are the flowers of the parsley, by the way, which is why it's gone to seed, so that's why I'm planting new ones. So that's a little update on my kitchen garden and my flower garden for today. It is coming toward the middle of June. I think today is the 9th or the 10th. I don't actually remember. But you see this one has these little yellow flowers, which is rather special. So there we are. That's what you can do with the balcony garden. I've still got space to hang my sheets and towels. And this comes straight off the kitchen. So I literally, when I'm cooking there, I can literally just pinch out whatever herbs I need, and it's right there. So I think that's the whole point of a vegetable garden or a herb garden, if you just want to limit it to herbs, is it should be reachable from your stove in your kitchen, or at least, you know, a very short walk. Okay. So I'll leave you with that, and maybe we will finish off with a little view of the strawberries to encourage us. So see you on the next one, which will probably be in 2 days' time. And I'm now going to make a lovely salad with my fresh basil leaves. Let me know if you've ever grown strawberries, what you think. And do they provide the flavor? If you have any tips and tricks and I'm doing something that you think is wrong, let me know. I'm happy to let you know. If you're a small area gardener, if you have a terrace or a small garden, and I'll just give you a last little view of the glories that you can have even if you live in an apartment. Can't wait for her to bloom, this rose. So see you on the next one, and don't forget to give me a like. Helps the channel. It's just a little button. Just smash that button with a like and leave me a comment. The comment helps with engagement a lot, and it lets me know whether I'm doing what you want me to do and you're enjoying it. And if you haven't subscribed, of course you can do that. So yeah, from here in Italy, bye for now from the strawberry patch. Bye.